Hello, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a whole story video. But here we are, episode 44. We are back. What a treat to be doing clash management and collaboration. A lot of thought and effort went into making these changes in Street Manager. You might have seen it already and enjoyed some of them, but we wanted to record this video to really bring it home to you today. I'm lucky enough to be joined by our UX designer, Kristen. Kristen, say hello.
Thanks, Paul. Hi everyone, I'm Kristen, the designer here at Street Manager, and today I'm going to take you through our Clash and Collaboration epic that we've implemented into the service. To kick things off, I'm signed in as the promoter admin, and I'm going to select Organization Profile. Within Organization Profile, you will now see we have an organization type, and if I select Update, scroll down to Organization Type, you will see now that we have this selection of options where you can actually link an option to your organization. So if you're a water company, gas, telecoms, transport, or if you're a HA, you can essentially select one of these and we will save that against your org. The reason for this is if I jump to the map screen, you will now see, based on your organization type, when you're raising permits, we will then add an icon to your permit so you can see at first glance what type of org that is working in that area. And then if you want your additional details, you then can click the icons and you get your preview then on the left hand side. The next flow that we're looking at, and this is where the majority of the changes are for Clash and Collaboration, is apply for works. I'm currently signed in as a promoter and I will select apply for works, and the first thing that we'll see is that the date screen has been moved to the very beginning of the journey. And the reason for this is we will use these dates to populate the map and filter the map. So I'll put the dates in here first and then we can jump to the map screen and see what's actually happening. If I click continue, I'll do a USRN search and we will search this area of the map. So what you can see here is those dates that we added in of the 18th and the 22nd. You can see we've brought them through and placed them on the map filters, and what we're actually doing is we've filtered the works on the map, so everything that you see on this map now is within this date range. The reason for that is now you can quickly see any works that are happening at the same time that you're planning your works. This allows you to identify clashes. It also then allows you to identify collaboration opportunities. What you can also do is on the map, when you see these icons, you can click them and you'll get your preview then on the left hand side of the permit details. If I then drop the pin and continue, if there is additional work on that USRN and you're applying for works on it as well, once you've drawn your works area, you will see we now have another new screen, and this new screen is double checking with you that you would like to continue. So you can see here it says select the USRN has other works nearby happening at the same time that could clash. Would you like to change the dates or continue submitting the application? So if you know that your application isn't going to clash, you can continue submitting it. But if you would like, you could also select yes, click continue here, and go back and adjust the dates. If we do then say no and continue submitting the application, we will go through our normal screens. Until we eventually reach the new collaboration section within the permit flow. So here you can see we have a new updated question asking the promoter, are you collaborating with another permit? If the promoter says yes, you will see we have an additional question asking them if they are the primary or secondary promoter. So if you are the promoter who is submitting the work, and maybe you've discussed a collaboration outside of Street Manager where a secondary promoter or a third party can come in and work alongside your work, you would select to say, I am the primary promoter. When you select that, you can say, okay, we're collaborating on trench sharing, maybe sharing traffic management. You can put the details in here of the collaboration, and then you can put in your contact details if anybody needs to contact you to discuss the collaboration that's happening. If you are the secondary promoter, so you're actually collaborating with another permit that's already there, you would select secondary promoter. And the only difference here is that you would put in the details of what you're collaborating on with the primary promoter. But we do have an additional question here asking if you have the primary promoter's permit reference. If you do, you can then enter that reference and we will do a link between the two permits. If you don't have it yet, that's okay. You can select no and update that at a later stage. We also then have the contact details for your organization as well. And then we have the estimated number of network days saved. So by collaborating with the primary promoter, how many network days have you saved? If you select no to this question, so are you collaborating with another permit? No, I am not. You can click continue, and then we have this additional question asking, can others request to collaborate on your works? If you select no, you can input a reason why collaboration isn't possible for this work. Or if you select yes, you can actually then provide details of what is available for collaboration. So you could say people can come and collaborate with our traffic management sharing or our trench sharing. You can put in details here of what is available for collaboration for those wanting to possibly look at your works and collaborate. And then you can put in a contact detail for your organization. So if any secondary promoter would like to collaborate with you, they have somewhere to contact, whether that be email or number. So if I continue then through the rest of the permit journey, I will go down the no flow and then continue. We will just do the rest of the permit journey. We will apply now, and then I will jump to a screenshot of the actual permit. So here you can see we have our submitted permit, and what you'll notice now is over to the left, if there is a potential clash, so if there's other works happening on that USRN at the same time that your works are happening, all done by dates, we will put a flag on the permit, just so that when the HA is assessing it, they can see and go and investigate that USRN and the works that are happening nearby. What you will also see is all of those details that we talked about, so all the collaboration questions, are you collaborating with another works? Yes, I'm the primary promoter. I'm the secondary promoter. Or no, I'm not. Would you like to collaborate? Yes or no. So all of those questions and all of those answers, they will appear here on the right hand side of activity and traffic management. And if I click here, you can see I'm cycling through all the different scenarios if you answered those questions. So if I go back to the beginning, you can see here, have you agreed collaboration with an existing application? No. Open to collaboration? Yes. This one is no, and we're not open to collaboration, and here's the reason. This one is yes, we are collaborating with another permit, and we are the primary promoter. Here's details about the collaboration. This one is yes, we are collaborating with another permit. We are the secondary promoter, and here's the primary promoter's reference, and we have a link to that. And here's details about the collaboration. And then here is the final one where you are the secondary promoter, you are collaborating, but at the minute the primary promoter might not have submitted their permit yet, so you don't have the reference just yet. And if I jump to a permit to show the linking between the secondary promoter and the primary promoter, I will scroll down, and here you can see this is a permit for the secondary promoter. You can see here on the right they are collaborating, they're the secondary, and they've inputted the primary promoter's permit reference number. And you can see here there's a hyperlink. If we click this hyperlink, we are now on the primary promoter's permit reference. And to see about collaboration, we can scroll to the very bottom of that permit, and you can see down here we have a new collaboration section. The text reads, these are works where secondary promoters have stated they will be collaborating with your works. And here we have created visibility, so the HA can see this when assessing the permit, the primary promoter can see this, and it allows the HA and the primary promoter to click in to that secondary promoter's permit, get an overview from this right hand side of who's collaborating, what's the collaboration type, what's the details, and what's the contact details if anybody wants to contact anybody. So it's creating visibility between all parties.
Well, I think that is about the best guide you're ever going to have to the clash management and collaboration functionality, guys. I hope you have enjoyed episode 44 of The Whole Story, and we'll see you again, same time, same channel, somewhere soon. Take care. Goodbye.